Hi everybody, hope you're doing well. Yes, the background has changed. I'll probably do a bit of coverage of that at the weekend. I mean, whilst I'm kind of like doing bits like this when I do the full cam, you can check out some stuff of like what is here. But maybe at the weekend I'll kind of go into more details. We're going to get right into the action when it comes to everything Battlegrounds. A new meta is upon us, and of course we're going to look at some of the better options or best options when it comes to victory track in attack and defense, Gladiator circuit week 1 and 2, and 3 and 4 attack and defense. And you can check out the link in the description. It will take you to the spreadsheet. We're going to walk you through that stuff right now and talk about some abilities of champions that are going to apply to the metas. But obviously, if you just come for the spreadsheet, just hit the like button, support the channel. That would mean a lot, so thank you very much. And everything is time coded, so you can click on the different tabs for victory track, Gladiator circuit, all those options. Let's get into the video. As we know, a new season is upon us, and a new season will be something you have to go and do. If you want to get your Dark Plumes and Light Essence, especially if you want to clear Gladiator circuit, this is going to be a more important Battleground season for everybody. Now you can see right here, this is stunning performance, and this is very much centered around mutant-based champions. And even though using mutant-based champions in attack seems like it's the right thing to do, in a lot of cases it may be the wrong thing to do. Because guess what? If you're going to field a mutant attacker, or more commonly a mutant attacker, then I'm going to put a frustrating tech defender, or frustrating power control, or just a general frustrating champion in defense that is just going to upset the apple cart so you can't use your mutant based champions. With the name of the game being in defense, having Hurt Locker and also having Palette Cleanser whenever either champion gains a bar of power, guess what? If you can earn a bar of power, then that's going to be you're bad, isn't it? Because you're not going to be able to do stuff. So defenders that are any kind of like tech champions, maybe Jack-o'-lantern, Sentinel is going to be a great defender. If you're not fielding Sentinel as a defender, maybe you don't have him, then other options are available. Infamous Iron Man, Mysterium, Red Skull, Vivision. Vivision will be a good one as well. Prowler, Shuri, Nimrod. Anything really that's tech and frustrating. I think Penny Parker is going to be a very frustrating defender, and Omega Sentinel, and of course the general frustrating defenders for victory track. This is so any one of the usual suspects will be great options to take in as your defense, but use your mutant champions. Yes, it's part of the meta. So I'm not completely deterring you from actually using mutant champions. I just want you to really think about the strategy of who you're fielding as an attacker versus what is likely to be a defender. If your first pick is to, or if their first pick is to put a defender there and they pick something that's not a mutant counter, then yeah, by all means, use a mutant attacker. But if they're fielding something like a tech champion, then you're like, well, I'm set up for mutants. Why? Have a broad spectrum of coverage, but maybe have I don't know, 5 more mutants than normal just to cover the meta that it is. But I just think that there's going to be a big twist with people if you are very good at thinking strategically. And then again, if they put tech champions and other frustrating champions, then guess what? Go to your go-to attackers. I'm talking general nukers. I'm talking just general counters. You know, if it's tech, use Cosmic. If it's Cosmic, use Mystic. You know, just adapt. And I think that's the biggest thing about victory track is adapting to whatever anybody is going to field and just finding a good counter for it. I also would recommend to just adapt mid-season and go, oh, I'll just change my deck around. So it's going to be just go, okay, it didn't work out for the first few climbs of tiers, and shift it off, and that should hopefully help you out. Gladiator circuit does see a different beast, but in my opinion it's only really week 3 and week 4. For week 1 and 2 it's theoretically the same, but there is stuff like encroaching root. Every 16 seconds the attacker is passively rooted for 4 seconds unless they're performing a special attack whenever the timer expires, and Hurt Locker still remains the same as that as well. So yeah, it's pretty much the same except for that encroaching root 2 to contend with. Other than that, like, what's going to be good options for it? Well, the same. It's just the same. You know, I just think that it's important to be a bit more kind of fluid with rotation, but also how you deal with it. And I've said here, This is the same as the previous page, but make sure to alternate special attacks for Hurt Locker. It's a definite. Mutant champs, maybe, and save special attacks for getting out of rooting. That's probably the right way to look at it. And defense options, the same thing. Anti-mutant champions, tech or difficult counters, or power controllers. Because if you've got no power to get yourself out of the root situation, then that spells trouble for you, doesn't it? And you might want to do that because you want to root the defender rather than, hey, yourself. The biggest spice up when it comes to Gladiator Circuit is going to be centered around who you use for weeks 3 and 4. Weeks 3 and 4 see personal space regeneration. The defender's going to get a regeneration buff. So you've got to stay away from the defender, causes these regeneration effects to gradually fall off. That's a problem. In a game mode, we've got to be aggressive as possible in order to make sure you don't lose points on the time attack. You're going to have to be aggressive. So you might have to look to champions that are able to nullify or suppress regeneration. We'll talk about options in a second. Because you've got root or be rooted, every 12 seconds the attacker gets passively rooted. Same thing as before. Using the special attack to be thrown at a certain time in order to throw off that root. Yes. Then there's stay a while and listen. When inflicted with a root effect, the attack is inflicted with a special lock passive for 3 seconds, which is difficult. I would say sometimes you might have to be in flow of special attack as the kind of the rooting is taking place, so at least you can kind of sort of counter it and make sure you're not rooted. That's one of the main things. And defenders healing and regeneration effects gain 50% potency because with a 0.25% of their max health coming back, it's not great to be regenerating. So counters to that are going to be so important. Who you use, who you field in defense. So who you use could be regen counters like Omega Sentinel, Vision Deathless, Sentinel, Warlock, Viv Vision, and then we've got Silver Centurion and the rest, okay? But then it applies that these are the better options. It's difficult because those are tech options. Yeah, you could use your Archangels and other champions have got heal block within them, but it's not always going to be the good fit. Because you know that someone is going to go, I'm going to field a champion that's poison immune and is water immune. And the thing is, if you're putting a heal block debuff on, and I didn't think about this whilst kind of getting the spreadsheet done, is shruggers. People that shrug off that like hill block, if it's a debuff, then that's skill champions, isn't it? Those who put in defense would be very frustrating. So you might have to switch it up to things like buff suppression and be flexible. I would say be flexible to go. If it's a buff, suppress it. Buff, remove it. Stagger, nullify, fate seal. Those that punish them. America Chavez, Spider-Man Supreme. Isophene, I think, is going to be very helpful because it's easy access to nullify. So again, options are out there. And General Nuke is maybe able to help, but I do think that it's going to be dependent on who and what is fielded in defense. Especially when you've got certain champions out there that have got some very nice heal block immunity and anti-buff suppression. So we're talking nullify immunity. There's certainly like a lot of options out there. You can see these here where my mouse cursor is are nullify immune. The ones at above, they are heal regeneration rate, not nullification, like anti-regeneration. What is the word? It's what you mean. I think you know what I mean. You cannot change their regen rate, something like that. Either way, they're going to be frustrating in defense. And Werewolf by Night, Gore specifically, is frustrating. Xerxes and Hulkling. So Xerxes has very interesting 30% per transmutation buff up to 90%, which could see her being annoying in defense. And Hulkling, I think, reduces... I know this is reduced down by 2 seconds, but I'm not sure if it's like 2 seconds heal block is down to. So that can mean that you're not able to heal block for quite a long time. Meaning his regen rate is going to be through and up the wazoo. That could be quite annoying as well. But yeah, and there may be an opportunity for Magneto, but I don't know. I don't think they do what I think they do. So maybe that needs like further testing on that. Oh no, I should back myself. Yeah, Magneto does have it. Minus 70% ability accuracy and 105% regeneration rate. That's fighting Metal Champion. So if there's a hashtag Metal Champion in defense, then this can counter it. So that might be something that could be quite good. I'll try and remember to maybe put that as like another attacker option, as that's pretty much that. So yeah, this could be a good option for that particular list. And that's going to be it for the video, as the options are available in the link in the description. Good luck. Some of these, well, a lot of these will work and be helpful, whether it's in Victory Track, Gladiator Circuit, in the various weeks that you might see them. So yeah, thanks very much for watching this video. Who are you putting in your deck this month? And I'll probably do a follow-up to find out what's working well for players in another video. Thanks for watching, and check out some other content located on the screen, and I'll see you all soon. Much love and goodbye.